Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host, Mark. This is a 5-minute review, and today we're going to be talking about the recently released on streaming, the R-rated, raunchy, coming-of-age comedy, Bottoms. Bottoms is available to stream now on Prime Video, and it's also on MGM Plus, which you can get through Prime, I think. Anyways, it's directed by Emma Seligman, and she is an up-and-coming director, I would say. She has one other feature-length film to her filmography of directorial credits, and that was Shiva Baby, and but that was also written by her. And this one is written by Emma Seligman and also Rachel Sennott. And it stars Rachel Sennott and Ayo Edebiri. Ayo Edebiri is she's all over the place right now. She's coming off of some Emmy wins and People's Choice and all this for her role in The Bear, the TV show The Bear. But her and in this film, her and Rachel Sennott's character, they're best friends. They also both are lesbians, and they decide, because they're not able to, they're not popular enough to get girlfriends, that they're going to start a fight club to entice all of the hot girls in school to participate in their club in hopes to get in their pants. I mean, that's really the premise. And what makes this film so good is the chemistry between Rachel Sennott and Ayo Edebiri, but also the very clever writing. This film feels both 90s and also 2024. It feels nostalgic, but yet classic, or nostalgic and relevant at the same time. Classic and new, and it's very Mean Girls-esque mixed with the Breakfast Club-ish. I mean, it's really its own thing. It's really its own high school coming of age story, but it has a lot to say. It has a lot to say about women and how women don't need anybody or anything to be powerful. They don't need men. I mean, that's the joke. The men in this film are very dumb, very chauvinistic, very just, they're there as tools, literally and figuratively. So that's a really good choice by the director here, and the chemistry between all the characters is really good, and it was an enjoyable watch. It's an hour and 30 minutes long, so I mean, breezy. But it has a lot to say in the hour and 30 minutes. It's raunchy. It's very raunchy for a high school film, a film about high school kids. And so I really enjoyed it. It's available to stream on Prime. I highly suggest you do. It's got a 6.8 on IMDb. I think it's in the 90s on Rotten Tomatoes, both Metacritic and audience. It's one of those films that flew under the radar for me, and I had heard it when I think it went to Sundance. I don't know, but it made the lesser, or it made the film circuit rounds, and heard about it on film Twitter, and I was like, I should probably get around to watching that. And finally, it's streaming now, so highly recommend it. Don't miss out on it. But before you go, hit the subscribe button when it pops up so you notice any future content right here on the podcast. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, you can find us at Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube at Movie Draft House. We're doing big things. And don't forget, the podcast releases weekly every Thursday on your favorite podcast streaming platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. We're doing big things. And we'll catch you next time.
Like this, it means a lot to people.
I'm gonna finally reverse stalk my stalker.
Yeah!
I'll be able to kill my stepdad.
Awesome.
Okay.